Back again with another live. Today, man, we gonna talk about Skrilla. Skrilla, man, he fell right for Adam 22 trap, man. I'm speaking on OT7 Quanny. Pretty much, man, anybody that's been paying attention to the Philly music scene and what's going on in Philly, you already know, man, that Quanny and Skrilla ain't really getting along. They was getting along earlier in their career, but right now they at odds. So Adam 22, when he asked Skrilla, how he feel about, Quanny and, the fact that, you know, Skrilla feel that Quanny stole his dark sound, and Quanny feel like Skrilla only started making that type of music because of him. But at the end of the day, Adam 22 knew what he was doing by asking Skrilla that question because he already know what the issue is. This is about what I mean by a lot of times when Adam 22 and Vlad and all these dudes is paying y'all for these interviews, that's what they paying y'all for. They'll go 15 minutes of asking you some nice questions to ask you 2 minutes of some bull. You get what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And Skrilla felt right into it. And the bad part about it is, by Skrilla, by what he said, at the end of the day, this could be an issue that spill into the Philly streets. But of course, Adam 22, he don't stay in Philly. He ain't gonna have to deal with it. But Quanny people and Skrilla people is. But this is why what I mean by when I say like Adam 22, when y'all go on these platforms, y'all gotta watch what y'all say and how y'all answer them questions because he set Skrilla up. I ain't gonna say set him up because Skrilla could have chose not to speak on Quanny, OT7 Quanny like that. But an instance like this can cause some real street issues and some real beats back in Philly. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say it again. Skrilla's a grown man. Adam 22 just asked the question. He just asked him, what's the beef between you and Skrilla? Is y'all really beefing over that dark sound? And, Skrilla just went in. He like, man, Quanny, he a B. He ain't never did no street stuff. He just a good rapper. Like, I was trying not to expose him to the world and to the music industry, but like I'm tired of covering it up. Like, dude ain't no street dude. And Adam 22 was sitting there looking like, oh man, what did I do? But he know, man, he asking that question, man, for views and for ratings, man. That's all it's about, man. He asked him that for views and for clickbait pretty much. But at the end of the day, when Skrilla go back to Philly and Quanny and Philly and they entourage just going back and forth, Adam 22 ain't gonna have to deal with that because he's gonna be all the way in California. This is why I try to tell the rappers and the dudes when they go on these platforms, watch what y'all say because he got questions written down to ask you stuff like this. You get what I'm saying? But you just want to answer a simple question that's something that probably been burning you or that been on your chest, but to say it on NoJumper, come on, man. And do you already know Adam 22, the first thing he did, he made a clip of it and posted it again. Now it's viral. It's all on social media, all of that. But what's going to happen when these dudes is really in Philly? You get what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, OT7 Quanny hang with some real dudes. Skrilla hang with some real dudes. You see how this can end bad? All because Skrilla fell for Adam 22 trap. Like, he know what's going on. Everybody's seen him get into it on the internet. Everybody's seen him tweeting back and forth at each other, beefing about that dark sound. Skrilla feel like he's the first one to come up with that sound, but Quanny feel like he was on and popping first, so he feel like Skrilla really took his sound. But at the end of the day, you ain't have to go that far on NoJumper, man. If you feel that way about Quanny, you feel like you want to pull up and you want to do it all that to him, keep that for the streets, bro. But you don't go on NoJumper, a big platform like that, and say something like that. Because this all Adam 22 wanted. That's when he asked you, oh, I heard you and OT7 Quanny beefing. That right then and there, that was a sign like, oh, bro, this some street stuff or however, bro. I ain't even gonna speak on that on this type of platform. You get what I'm saying? But Skrilla, he just exposed OT7 Quanny. He said, bro, you ain't never been a street dude. You ain't never popped nobody. You ain't never did nothing, bro. You just a good rapper. But how you think that's gonna make OT7 Quanny and his people in Philly feel? You get what I'm saying? Now you got a whole nother issue brewing in Philly, and we don't really need that, bro. I feel like when we go on these platforms, we got to realize, man, that millions of people is watching it. And I'm not saying be scared of what you say, but just realize you on a type of platform that saying one wrong thing the wrong way or not really leaving certain things in the streets can cause bigger and bigger issues. And I feel like both of these rappers got a chance to take care of their family. Philly finally getting the spotlight that they finally deserve. Other than Meek Mill, Philly ain't really had a dope, big time MC. Can't forget about Uzi Vert. But now, they got Skrilla, they got YBC Dude, they got OT7 Quanny, they got Pound Side Pop, they got Lil Bucks. They got some real talent in Philly, but the street stuff is starting to outweigh the music, and that's why a lot of rappers and music labels and executives don't really want to sign Philly artists, because Philly been known for pretty much like, for the music industry in the streets, it's like Philly don't really get on because it's like a crab in a bucket city, man. It's like everybody pull each other down. Like you see what they doing to Meek Mill. Meek Mill, one of their beloved stars from their city, and they just tearing them down now over some allegations that could be true or could not be true. But that's just the way that Philly is. But I feel like when these artists is making it out and they getting on these platforms, this is what caused the crab in the bucket mentality. When you go on a big platform like NoJumper and you speaking about another artist from your city, if you don't got nothing good to say, just don't say nothing at all. Because saying something like, what Skrilla said about Quanny, we all know where that's gonna end up. That ain't just gonna be no Twitter beef or nothing like that. That's an issue that can really spill over to the streets. You get what I'm saying? But why do that? That's where the crab in the bucket mentality come from. If you don't like another artist from your city, first of all, I'm not giving nobody that type of light on that big type of platform anyway. I'm just sorry. Like, somebody asked me a question, next question, bro. No disrespect, shout out to bro. If I got an issue with him, I ain't giving nobody that type of energy on that big platform. But I feel like that's why a lot of cities like Philly, Detroit, these small cities that's finally getting on. The reason they wasn't getting on for years is because that crab in the bucket mentality. When one person make it out, they get into it with other up and coming artists, and that's how it is. You see Atlanta popping out artists every other month because at least they keep their feelings to the side. Of course, everybody don't like each other, but they'll still get on the song together. You got cities like Chicago, Detroit, Philly. When they beefing, they ain't doing no music at all, But I'm going to say it again, I wish Quanny and Skrilla the best, man. Like I say, these is two dope artists, man. I definitely wish them the best, man. But Skrilla, man, if you got a problem with Quanny, I advise y'all. I advise you, bro, keep that junk in Philly, bro. But to get on NoJumper and to say that type of stuff that you said about Quanny, I just feel like that's just gonna end bad in Philly. But it's your boy D's Media signing out. Like, comment, subscribe to the page. I'm gonna go live a little bit later. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think.